You forget we know you're not with any inch of the real. So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Portland Lumberjacks.
EA Sports coverage of the national. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll look to throw here. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles where he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. third down. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown! That's caught. DJ Chark, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lumberjacks have taken the early lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Able to shake him up, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. They'll drop to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't have a great tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Chubb. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Chubb again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Lumberjacks are able to stretch out their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Can't get away, and he's taken down. D Ford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point now by Boswell. And it is now 21-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
7 yards to pick up there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's caught. Michael Pittman with it. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Colts. T. Higgins. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Green here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Play action. It's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Deontay Harris. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. 2nd and 3. Pressure, and down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now back to throw. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, and it's the Titans out in front in that one. Derrick Henry, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. 3 Tua Tagovailoa touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports? And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action with Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Chubb. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lawrence. A slant to Jones. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Quiddy Pay in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one, because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins, we talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The give to Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, and that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. From the 30 on 2nd down, Lawrence. Shark's got it left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.